Thank you for tuning in to another broadcast with Heirs of the Promise Ministries Incorporated. I'm Minister DeAndre, and as always, it is a blessing to bring forth the true, uncut word of the Most High, Yahuwah, in the name of his Son, Yahusha, the Messiah. Brothers and sisters, I want to say holy greetings to all of you out there pressing toward the mark of the high calling of Hamashiach, the Messiah, Yahusha. I want to say continue to stay in the press. I want to say to you, continue to diligently seek the word, seek the Most High, seek his will, and obey his will. It has been some time, sisters and brothers, since I come before you to bring forth a lesson. Not because I didn't have any material for you. I have over 200 classes I have, sisters and brothers, that's ready to be taught. However, I have to go also and do things and get away from the YouTube forum for a second. I had to do some things behind the scenes where the ministry is concerned. And brothers and sisters, I tell you, it's been a blessing bringing forth the gospel, bringing forth the truth to those who have eyes to see and ears to hear. A couple weeks ago, I was on Debate Talk for You in the Lion's Den, a couple Fridays ago, in a debate where the prophesied name of the Messiah is concerned. And I say humbly that it's not about wins or losses, it's about the truth being told to the people. And of course, when you speak the truth, of course you go into the win column. Or if you speak a lie, you go into the loss column. Well, brothers and sisters, I did go into the lion's den and before thousands of people proclaim the truth of the Messiah's name, just as I went into the lion's den with the Father's name and proclaimed truth. And I went into the lion's den when dealing with whether Muhammad was in the Bible or not. So, sisters and brothers, it is a blessing to be a vessel of honor and one to go out and speak the truth of Yahuwah in the face of all adversity, and just being a vessel of honor is truly a blessing. I want to say to all those who subscribe, new subscribers to Heirs of the Promise, thank you for subscribing. Thank you for your emails, all of you, the new subscribers and the existing subscribers that's been there for a while. Thank you for your emails of encouragement, words of exhortation. You are a blessing to me as well as I am to you. I want to say to those of you who will be subscribing in the near future, thank you in advance. Before you even subscribe, I want to say thank you in advance and welcome to Heirs of the Promise. And as long as I got breath in my nostrils, I'm going to continue to bring forth the true revelation and truth of the Most High. With that being said, brothers and sisters, I want to get right into today's teaching. And today's teaching is revelations from the Gospel of Nicodemus. Revelations from the Gospel of Nicodemus. A lot of you may not have the Gospel of Nicodemus or have not even heard of the Gospel of Nicodemus. Well, today, sisters and brothers, I'm going to bring you the revelation from this gospel. And once you get the revelation from this gospel, you can take it upon yourself to decide whether you want to get this book into your library or you want to totally disregard the book. It's totally up to you. I'm only a seed planter or a seed waterer, and the Most High adds to increase. But I submit tonight that after you get the revelations from this gospel of Nicodemus, I think you're going to be, those of you who love truth, I think you're going to be urgent to go and pick this book up. With that being said, sisters and brothers, we're going to open this book up in the Bible up in Matthew the 12th chapter. For those of you who don't have the gospel of Nicodemus, just listen closely and follow me along in the canon, okay? And as I go into the Gospel of Nicodemus, you can jot down the notes for yourselves, and then when you get the book, you can, of course, you can go in there and check me out, check what I'm saying out, see if I'm giving you the correct information or not. For those of you who do have Nicodemus, follow me along. But we're going to open up in Matthew the 12th chapter at something that the Messiah said, and I want to get us to get a clear understanding. I want to bring forth a clear understanding on what the Messiah was saying to these Pharisees in Matthew the 12th chapter. Matthew the 12th chapter. Matthew the 12th chapter, and we're going to begin reading at verse number 38. Matthew 12 and number 38. I'm going to be reading out of the Sefer, and it reads pretty much like the KJV, except it adds the Father's name back in, the Son's name, and many other things it adds in, but it reads pretty much like the KJV. But you can go ahead and read out of the KJV and follow me along. Matthew the 12th chapter, and I'm going to start reading at verse number 38. And it reads, Then certain of the scribes and of the Pharisees answered, saying, Master, we will see a sign from you. But he answered and said unto them, an evil and adulterous generation seeks after a sign, and there shall no sign be given to it, but the sign of the prophet Jonah. For as Jonah was 3 days and 3 nights in the whale's belly, so shall the Son of Man be 3 days and 3 nights in the heart of the earth. Sisters and brothers, when you look up this word heart in the Strong's Concordance, or any other source that you look up words up in, Blue Letter, or any lexicon, brothers and sisters, this word heart, G2588, the Greek word is cardia, and it means the heart, i.e. figuratively, the thoughts or feelings, mind. Also by analogy, the middle. The middle of what, sisters and brothers? So we see him use this word heart. It can be talking about the mind of man, or sisters and brothers, by analogy, we can be talking about the middle of a place, the middle of something, the middle of somewhere, brothers and sisters. So the Messiah said he was going to be in the heart of the earth, or the middle of the earth. This is what he was telling these scribes and Pharisees, sisters and brothers. He was not talking about the middle of his mind, the thoughts of his mind. He said he would be in the heart of the earth. Well, we're going to find out, sisters and brothers, where the Messiah was buried at. And I'm just going here to set up a few precepts before I get into the actual meat of this lesson, coming from the revelations of Nicodemus. Now let's go into the book of Jonah, because I want to go to Jonah right quick, because he referenced Jonah. And I want to go back to Jonah to see what happened to Jonah. Where did Jonah go after he was swallowed by the whale? I want to go into the book of Jonah right quick so we can see where did Jonah go. Jonah chapter number 2. I'm just going to read 2 verses. You can go ahead and read Jonah in your own time, but I'm going to read 2 verses to set my precepts up here, okay? Jonah chapter 2, we're going to begin reading at verse number 1. Jonah chapter 2, verse number 1. Then Jonah prayed unto Yahuwah, his Elohim, out of the fish's belly. It has in your KJV, Lord and God, okay? But then prayed unto Yahuwah. Then Jonah prayed unto Yahuwah, his Elohim, out of the fish's belly, and said, I cried by reason of my affliction unto Yahuwah, and he heard me. Out of the belly of Sheol cried I, and you heard my voice. Now, sisters and brothers, that word Sheol, Jonah was swallowed by a fish, and Jonah drowned in this big, great fish's belly. If you go ahead and read this, continue reading on, you'll see Jonah drowned. But I'm not really dealing with Jonah per se, teaching a lesson about Jonah. I'm here to get a particular thing out of the scriptures, and this thing is this word Sheol. He said, out of Sheol, the belly of Sheol, I cried. I cried. Where's the belly? So the belly here is in the center of man, the middle of man, right? So he said he cried out of Sheol. Now we know he was swallowed by a fish. Well, let's see what Sheol means. Because many people tell you, it'll tell you hell in your KJV. It'll say just hell. But sisters and brothers, the Hebrew word for hell is Sheol. The Greek equivalent is Hades. There's also a word Gehenna. Also, it's also to Tartarus, one place, okay? But Sheol is H7585 in your Strongs. And it says Hades, that's equivalent to Sheol. Hades, or world of the dead. So this is a world of the dead. Listen. As if a subterranean retreat, including its accessories and inmates, grave, hell, pit. This is where the Sheol come from. These words, grave, hell, and pit. So it says this is the world of the dead. Well, brothers and sisters, we're going to see as we go ahead and pursue this class, where did they bury the Messiah? Where was he buried at? Where was his body placed at? And we're going to see if this world of the dead is a literal, just 6-foot grave where we bury people today, or this actual a world where spirit beings go, brothers and sisters. It said as if a subterranean retreat. Subterranean means sisters below or under. Retreat means another place. I'm in my home right now. If I go on a retreat, I will go somewhere else. Jamaica, Hawaii, some other place in the world that would be going to a retreat or on a retreat. So, brothers and sisters, let's go ahead and pursue this some more. So he said, as Jonah was in the whale's belly, his body was in the whale's belly, just as we're going to see the Messiah's body where it went at his death. And we're going to see how this Sheol plays into the revelations from Nicodemus. This is why I went to these places, brothers and sisters, as we go and set up the precepts as we get into this, delve into this class. Follow me along. Let's go into Matthew, the 27th chapter. We know the Messiah said in Matthew 10 chapter, fear not him that can kill the body, but they cannot kill the soul. He gave a distinction between body and soul, brothers and sisters. I want you to understand that. You can kill the body, but you cannot. That means it's impossible to kill the soul. Let's go to Matthew, the 27th chapter. Matthew, the 27th chapter. Matthew 27. Matthew chapter 27, and we're going to begin reading at verse number 45. This is at the crucifixion of the Master, the Messiah. Matthew 27 and 45. Now from the 6th hour there was darkness all over the land until the 9th hour. And about the 9th hour, Yahusha cried with a loud voice, saying, Ali, Ali, lama sabachthani. That is to say, my all, why have you forsaken me? Of course it reads different than your KJV, but I'm reading from the Sefer, as it should be in the text. Skip down to verse 50. Yahusha, when he had cried again with a loud voice, yielded up his spirit. And behold, the veil of the temple was rent in twain from the top to the bottom. And the earth did quake, and the rocks rent. Skip down to verse number 57. And when evening was come, there was a rich man of Arimathea named Joseph, who also himself was Yahusha's disciple. He went to Pilate and begged the body of Yahusha. Then Pilate commanded the body to be delivered. And when